Are you familiar with the expression, never judge someone until you've walked in their shoes? Or, no pain, no gain? Well, guess what? These universal lessons originate from Pirkei Avot. Hi, my name is Rabbi Mendel Winner, and today we are going to be exploring Pirkei Avot, or otherwise known as Ethics of Our Fathers. This tractate is different than all the other tractates of the Mishnah. You see, the other ones focus on the do's and don'ts in Jewish life, how to celebrate Shabbat and how to keep kosher, how to put on tefillin and how to pray. Pirkei Avot, on the other hand, talks to the person behind the actions, to a person's character. Pirkei Avot is the manual on how to be the best version of yourself, or how to be a mensch. This collection of ethics and sayings inspire the reader to aspire to a higher level of morality and piety, not to be complacent with the minimum requirement of Torah observance, but rather to go beyond the letter of the law. For example, it's obviously forbidden to insult or curse someone, yet Pirkei Avot comes forth and says that's not enough. Rather, you should proactively greet them with a smile and receive them with a pleasant demeanor. Or how about, don't just do the mitzvah, but rather be excited about it. Go ahead and run, even to do the most basic mitzvah. It's called Pirkei Avot, or Ethics of Our Fathers, because of course there's a lot that we learn in school, but it's our parents who teach us how to be a mensch. A loving parent teaches their child what it means to be a good person. It is customary to study Pirkei Avot between Pesach and Shavuos. Just like the Jewish people prepared themselves before receiving the Torah, so too we prepare ourselves every year. Studying Pirkei Avot helps us develop humility, respect for Hashem, and strong values that we need to be able to receive the Torah. Some communities, including Chabad, continue studying Pirkei Avot throughout the summer months. You see, with the sun shining and the good weather out there, it's easy to get distracted from what's important and holy, and to overindulge in the materialistic world. So it's a great time to study Pirkei Avot to redirect our focus on higher ideals and values. Hundreds of commentaries have been written on Pirkei Avot. Each one of the different editions that we are going to be reviewing today have their own style and uniqueness. The first one that we are going to be reviewing today is the Kehos Pirkei Avot. This beautiful Pirkei Avot has the Hebrew text on the right side of the page and the English on the left. At the bottom of the page, you have extensive commentary drawn from a wide range of sources with an emphasis on Chabad philosophy and the teachings of the Lubavitcher Rebbe. In addition to the general commentary, you have different departments at the bottom of the page focusing on different themes. There is a biography section on the sages who said these statements, since knowing their background can help us understand the depth of their teachings. You then have the historical perspectives, giving more context to various statements. Kabbalistic perspectives delve into the esoteric part, and the stories bring the teachings to life. Finally, you have the language section, which explores the etymology and nuance of certain words of the Mishnah. We now have the Steinsaltz Pirkei Avot. This scholarly work by Rabbi Steinsaltz is concise yet very comprehensive. You have the bolded literal translation, and then you have elaborations in lighter font. At the bottom of the page, in the notes section, you have expanded commentary from a wealth of sources, including philosophical and scientific perspectives. The background section offers historical context of the Mishnah, and the personality section provides a brief biography of the sage of that Mishnah and his life story. Maps and historical pictures, such as an ancient sponge and a Roman funnel, enrich the learning experience. We now have the Pirkei Avot Treasury by Artscroll. This Pirkei Avot is probably the most comprehensive, with over 400 pages with a wealth of commentary. You've got the literal translation on the top, followed by the extensive commentary from a wide range of sources with an emphasis on Musar. In a boxed section, you have beautiful stories, parables, and anecdotes providing inspiration and life lessons. Not exactly a commentary on Pirkei Avot, but rather a collection of 60 bite-sized, meaningful essays dissecting the Mishnah. These essays are based on the teachings of the Lubavitcher Rebbe and share the Rebbe's perspective on deep fundamental ideas like freedom of choice, divine providence, marriage, business, etc. Each essay can be read independently of the other, so you can open it up at random or browse through the index in the back for a topic that catches your attention. For easy reference, they include the entire text of the Pirkei Avot in English. We now have Starting with Sinai by Rabbi Yossi Shanowitz. In this beautiful, easy read, a selected quote from Pirkei Avot is explored in a meaningful and inspiring, relatable way. It's then illustrated by a short story or parable and concluded with a practical bottom line takeaway. This is not a commentary, but rather a book based on Pirkei Avot with transformative ideas towards a better self. Lastly, we have a Pirkei Avot for youngsters by Living Lessons. It's fully colored and creatively engaging for young minds. Every Mishnah appears in Hebrew with a simple English translation, followed by explanation of the concepts in simple terms with related stories, examples, biography of each sage, and insightful tidbits of information. To summarize, we have the Kehos one with a focus on the teachings of the Lubavitcher Rebbe, as well as extensive commentary in different departments that you can choose from. We have the Steinsaltz Pirkei Avot, geared towards the academic individual. We have the Artscroll one, very extensive with a focus on Musar. We have 60 essays on different themes of Pirkei Avot, not a translation. We have starting with Sinai, short inspiring thoughts based on Pirkei Avot in a very practical, relatable way. And we finally have over here the Pirkei Avot for children in a colorful, engaging manner. Thank you so much for watching. Share your comments and insights below, and we want to hear what is your favorite Pirkei Avot. This episode is brought to you by My Judaic Journey, your journey to learning and growth. Whether you're reconnecting with your roots or starting fresh, My Judaic Journey offers online, one-on-one, tailored learning for you. Learn at your pace, on your schedule, with tutors who care. Visit JudaicJourney.net today to start your learning experience.